The rain fell like tears from heaven. Marcus Chin stood in front of a small gravestone, his expensive black suit soaking wet. Water dripped from his hair and ran down his face, mixing with real tears he couldn't hold back anymore. The gravestone was simple. It read, Daniel Chin. Benevedson. Gone too soon. Marcus placed 12 white roses on the wet grass. 12 roses. One for each year Daniel had lived before the accident took him away. Happy birthday, son, Marcus whispered. His voice cracked. You would have been 17 today. 5 years. 5 long years since that terrible phone call. 5 years since the police told him Daniel died in a car crash. 5 years of waking up every morning wishing it was all a bad dream. Marcus was rich now. Very rich. His tech company had made him millions of dollars. He had 3 big houses, fancy cars, and more money than he could ever spend. But none of it mattered. What good was money when you couldn't buy back the one thing you loved most? The cemetery was empty. Nobody else was crazy enough to visit graves in this heavy rain. Marcus liked it that way. Here, alone with his grief, he didn't have to pretend to be strong. He knelt down in the mud, not caring about his $1,000 suit. His knees sank into the soft, wet earth. I'm sorry I wasn't there to protect you, he said to the stone. I'm sorry I let your mother take you that day. I am sorry. Dad. Marcus froze. The voice was small, young, scared. He must be imagining things. The rain was playing tricks on his ears. Dad, please. It's me. Marcus's heart stopped. Slowly, very slowly, he turned around. Standing 10 feet away was a boy. He looked about 12 or 13 years old. His clothes were dirty and torn. Mud covered his shoes. His hair was long and messy, hanging in wet strings around his thin face. His cheeks were hollow, like he hadn't eaten a good meal in months. But his eyes, those eyes, Marcus knew those eyes. No, Marcus whispered. He stumbled backward. No, this isn't real. You're not real. The boy took a step forward. His hands shook. Dad, it's me? I am alive. I'm really alive. Daniel is dead. Marcus shouted. Rain poured harder, as if the sky was crying with him. My son died 5 years ago. Who are you? Why are you doing this to me? The boy's face crumpled. Tears ran down his dirty cheeks. I'm not dead, Dad. I never died. It's me. It's Daniel. Marcus's mind spun. This was impossible. Crazy. The police had identified the body. They'd shown him pictures. The car had been completely destroyed in the crash. The body inside was burned beyond recognition, but they'd used dental records. Dental records don't lie. Do they? Prove it, Marcus said, his voice cold and hard. He built walls around his breaking heart. He couldn't let Hope Indiana. Hope was dangerous. Hope could destroy him all over again. If you're really my son, prove it. Tell me something only Daniel would know. The boy wiped his eyes with dirty hands. He was shaking. From cold or fear, Marcus couldn't tell. You always call me your brave little explorer, the boy said quietly. When I was 7, we went camping on Blue Ridge Mountain. Just you and me. Mom didn't come because she said camping was dirty and boring. Marcus felt his chest tighten. Lots of people went camping. This proved nothing. On my 8th birthday, the boy continued, you woke me up at sunrise. You took me to that same mountain again. We hiked to the top and you said, his voice broke. You said, Daniel, the world is big and scary, but you're braver than all of it. Never forget that. The world tilted. Marcus grabbed the gravestone to steady himself. Nobody knew about that moment. He'd never told anyone. It was sacred, private, a memory between father and son. Then you gave me a compass, the boy whispered. A real one, made of brass. You said as long as I had it, I'd always find my way home. Marcus's legs gave out. He felt his knees in the mud again, but this time not in grief, in shock, in wonder, in terrible, beautiful, impossible hope. The compass, Marcus breathed. Do you still have it? The boy reached into his torn jacket with trembling fingers. He pulled out something small and gold. The The compass. Scratched, dented, but unmistakable. On the back, Marcus could see the engraving even from 10 feet away. To Daniel. Love, Dad. Oh my God, Marcus whispered. The walls around his heart exploded into dust. Oh my God. Daniel. The boy nodded, tears streaming faster now. Yes, Dad, it's me. I am alive. I've been alive this whole time. Marcus tried to stand, but his legs wouldn't work. His whole body shook. How? How is this possible? They said you were dead. They showed me. That wasn't me in the car, Daniel said. His voice was stronger now, braver. Dad, I need to tell you the truth. I need to tell you everything. But we don't have much time. If she finds out I'm here. Who? Marcus managed to stand. He took a step toward his son. His living, breathing, impossible son. If who finds out? Daniel's eyes filled with fear. Mom. Marcus felt like someone had punched him in the stomach. Your mother? He repeated. What does she have to do with this? Daniel looked around the empty cemetery nervously, like he expected someone to jump out from behind the tombstones. Can we go somewhere else? He asked. Somewhere she won't find us? Please, Dad. I'll explain everything, but not here, not out in the open. Marcus's brain was still trying to catch up. His son, his dead son, was standing in front of him, alive, breathing, real, but something was very wrong. My car is parked by the gate, Marcus said quickly. Come on. They ran through the rain together. Marcus kept looking at Daniel, afraid that if he blinked, the boy would disappear like smoke. Inside the warm car, Marcus turned on the heat. He grabbed his jacket from the back seat and wrapped it around Daniel's shaking shoulders. For a long moment, they just stared at each other. Daniel looked so different. The chubby-cheeked boy Marcus remembered was gone. This Daniel was thin, almost too thin. His face was older, harder. His eyes held shadows that no child should carry. Tell me everything, Marcus said softly. Start from the beginning. Daniel took a deep breath. The car crash really happened 5 years ago, just like they told you. But, Dad, I wasn't in the car. Marcus gripped the steering wheel. What? It was Lucas, Daniel said, and his voice cracked when he said the name. My best friend, Lucas Ramirez. Remember him? Marcus nodded slowly. Lucas, the quiet boy with glasses who loved science and comic books. Daniel's best friend since kindergarten. Mom was supposed to drive me to your house that weekend, Daniel continued. It was your turn for custody, but Mom was angry, really angry. She just lost a big court case about money. The judge said she had to give you more time with me. Marcus remembered. The divorce had been ugly. His ex-wife, Jennifer, had fought him on everything. She wanted full custody. She wanted the houses. She wanted to hurt him in every way possible. Mom was driving too fast, Daniel said. She was yelling about you, saying terrible things. Lucas was in the back seat with me. We were both scared. Daniel's hands twisted in his lap. Then she got a phone call from her lawyer. The lawyer said she might lose even more money. She started screaming and crying. The car went faster and faster. Marcus could barely breathe. I begged her to slow down. Lucas was crying. Then Mom did something. Daniel stopped. Tears rolled down his face. She did something I still have nightmares about. What did she do? Marcus whispered. She looked at me in the mirror. Her eyes were so cold. She said, If I can't have you, he can't either. Then she jerked the steering wheel toward a tree. Marcus felt sick. I grabbed Lucas and pushed him toward the door. I don't know how I did it. I just knew I had to save him. I opened my door and jumped out. We both rolled on the road. It hurt so bad. Daniel touched his left arm, and Marcus noticed a long scar running from his wrist to his elbow. But Lucas was confused. He was crying and bleeding. He ran back toward the car to get his backpack. He left his phone in there. Daniel's voice broke completely. I screamed at him to stop, but he didn't hear me. He opened the back door, and that's when Daniel couldn't finish. He didn't need to. Marcus understood. Lucas had gotten back in the car. And then the crash happened. Mom survived. Daniel said quietly. She got out before the car caught fire. I saw her. She was stumbling around, hurt but alive. Then she saw me hiding in the bushes. What did she do? Marcus's voice was barely a whisper. She walked over to me. I thought she was going to help me. But instead, she grabbed my shoulders really hard. She said, Marcus started the car, but he didn't drive away yet. His mind was spinning with everything Daniel had told him. His ex-wife, Jennifer, had killed an innocent boy. She'd threatened their own son. She'd let Marcus suffer for 5 years, thinking Daniel was dead, and she'd gotten away with it. Until now. We need to go to the police, Marcus said. Right now. Tonight. Daniel's eyes went wide with fear. No. What if they don't believe me? What if Mom finds out and... I won't let her hurt you ever again, Marcus said firmly. He took Daniel's hand. I promise you, son. I have money. I have lawyers. I have resources she can't fight against. We're going to tell the truth, and we're going to make sure she pays for what she did. But what if she really does blame you? Daniel asked. His voice trembled. What if she tells the police you were involved? She's good at lying, Dad. She's been lying for 5 years. Marcus squeezed his son's hand. Then let her try. I'd rather fight her in court than let you spend one more night on the streets. I'd rather risk everything than lose you again. Daniel looked at his father. In Marcus's eyes, he saw something he hadn't seen in 5 long years. Safety, love, home. Okay, Daniel whispered. Okay, let's do it. Marcus smiled, really smiled, for the first time in 5 years. That's my brave explorer. He reached over and hugged Daniel again. This time, Daniel hugged back just as tight. I missed you so much, Marcus said into his son's wet hair. Every single day, every single moment. I never stopped loving you. I missed you too, Dad, Daniel said. I wanted to come back so many times, but I was so scared. I know, and that's okay. You survived. You stayed strong. You found your way back to me. Marcus pulled back and looked at Daniel seriously. But now we fight together. Deal. Deal. Marcus wiped his eyes and put the car in drive. But before he could pull away, Daniel grabbed his arm. Dad, wait. There's something else. Marcus's stomach tightened. What? Mom. She got remarried last year. I saw it online at the library. She married some rich businessman. They live in a huge mansion now. Daniel's face was pale. She has 2 new kids, a boy and a girl. They're little, maybe 5 and 6 years old. Marcus felt cold fear wash over him. You think she might hurt them? I don't know, Daniel said honestly. But she hurt Lucas. She threw me away. What if she gets angry at them too? What if something goes wrong and she... He couldn't finish. Marcus's jaw tightened. This changed everything. They weren't just fighting for justice anymore. They might be fighting to save 2 more innocent children. Then we need to move fast, Marcus said. We go to the police tonight. We tell them everything. We make sure those kids are safe. Daniel nodded, but Marcus could see fear still dancing in his eyes. She's powerful now, Dad. More powerful than before. She has more money, more friends, more ways to hurt people. So do I, Marcus said quietly. 5 years ago, I was just starting my company. I was struggling. I couldn't fight her the way I wanted to. But things are different now, Daniel. I'm different now. He looked at his son with fierce determination. I built my company because I needed something to fight for, something to live for when I thought you were gone. Every late night, every hard decision, every risk I took, I did it because I couldn't save you. But now, Marcus's voice grew stronger. Now I can. I have the best lawyers in the country. I have private investigators. I have friends in the media, in the police department, in the government. Your mother picked the wrong person to mess with. For the first time, Daniel smiled. It was a small smile, fragile and uncertain. But it was real. "We're really going to do this?" he asked. "We're really going to do this," Marcus confirmed. Together, he started driving through the rain toward the police station. The windshield wipers swished back and forth, clearing the water again and again, just like they were about to clear away 5 years of lies. "What happens after?" Daniel asked quietly. "After we talk to the police? After everything comes out?" Marcus thought about it. "Well, first we get you home. We get you a hot shower, clean clothes, and the biggest meal you've ever seen. Then we get you to a doctor to make sure you're healthy. And then we start rebuilding our life." Marcus said simply, "You'll go back to school, make new friends, maybe visit Lucas's family and tell them what a good friend he was. Maybe we go camping again on Blue Ridge Mountain." Daniel's eyes got misty. "Really? Really?" "And Daniel," Marcus glanced at his son, "you're going to need therapy, professional help. What you went through, what she put you through, that's not something you just get over. It's going to be hard. You're going to have bad days. But I'll be with you every step of the way." Daniel nodded. "I have nightmares. Almost every night." "Then we'll fight those nightmares together too," Marcus said. "There's no shame in getting help. The bravest thing you can do is ask for it." They drove in comfortable silence for a moment. Then Daniel said something that made Marcus's heart soar. "I love you, Dad." Marcus had to pull over. The tears came too fast. He couldn't see the road anymore. He grabbed Daniel and held him tight, right there on the side of the rainy street. "I love you too, son. So much. More than all the money in the world. More than anything." They stayed like that until the tears stopped. Then Marcus